Hey guys, my name is Pome. Welcome to our channel. I am the first wife of the family, and I hope that you're gonna enjoy spending time with us. To all our returning subscribers, welcome back, guys. I hope that you are still very much enjoying our content and you are learning a lot. I'm hoping. I just wanna, this is basically just to keep family diaries, to show a time where we were happy as a family in a poly family, because we have a lot of unhappy polygamous families out there and people that are going through a lot. So they are putting their stories out there, and I feel like there's not a lot of positive basically just on poly families and blended families, and there's not a lot of content around that, and I just wanted to shed a little bit light on that for us basically. Then and just to see how our relationship is with our family. I hope you guys are going to learn a lot today, because today we're just going to talk a little bit. I know in the other videos it's more vlogs and just trying to show you guys what we do on a norm, because we have a very relaxed life. But today we're going to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to put that up. I've got a lot of other vlogs that I still need to edit, but I feel like because we're always putting up vlogs, it's gonna make it a bit difficult for you guys to get to know us well. My nails. And then so welcome to the Chikila family. The reason why I chose this spot, I'm in the kitchen, guys, so I'm gonna be cleaning, doing the salad while I'm talking at the same, doing my salads while it's a Sunday afternoon. My husband's just quickly going out to do his stuff. My sister wife is sleeping, and the kids, you're probably going to see them run around or walk around in the background somewhere, because they are definitely somewhere around the house. I just don't know where. And then welcome. I'm going to be making beetroot, so my hands are going to be a bit red. Don't mind my nails, guys, they're a bit ugly. They're not in the best of shapes this week, but I'm gonna get it right. Tomorrow I'm gonna go do my nails. Anywho, today we're gonna talk about something very important. I don't know if you can see. Let me change that, because that's just a depressing episode. The table is also full of stuff. Don't mind that. I'm still busy cleaning while I'm busy making Sunday lunch. I would put on music, but I also don't want YouTube to, when I eventually get monetized, to say my video is not. Mara, this dog, why is this dog doing this to me? Do we say that? This dog. Here do you want? I wonder what he's seeing. You guys think I should go check? Let me put a pause. I'll be back. Hey! Okay, I don't think I need to go. He's calming down.
This is now the commencement of all that is great.
Mara, why is the dog making such a noise? Nancy Panama yako on the table, babe.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm doing a YouTube video.
So cute.
So cute. Like,
I need to do my salt.
that time my pots are burning. Like, I'm trying to juggle a lot at the same time.
Yeah.
So, guys, I was saying I'm basically gonna do a little, we're gonna talk, and I want us to talk this time around, because why is my eye like that? Do you see my one eye looks like it's higher than the other eye?
Your eye is fine. Just continue with your
Ne?
video.
Doesn't this eye look higher than the other
Sweetie,
eye?
you look good. I
Do you think
promise.
it's the way?
You look, yeah. You look fine. I need water. Ugh, salt.
Did you eat salt again?
Yeah.
Okay, so interruptions. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot. You can pass, babe. I can see you trying to, because I'm not gonna put this camera anywhere else. The lighting is much better here. This is the best spot I can find.
Oh.
You know when I'm close to the road, I don't want to walk past. I look crusty and musty.
Yeah,
You look crusty.
yeah, which is the norm.
So run,
I'm joking.
run,
Bye-bye.
run. Bye, babe.
Teddy, you're mean.
Not trying to be.
And you still own the chocolate.
This is a normal.
So you cannot. You're mean.
Bye.
And you still showered in the shower.
Guys, there's something wrong with my eye, but I don't know what. Anyways, the reason why I'm switching on this video, like I said, I'm gonna clean while I'm speaking to you guys. I'm cleaning my beetroot at the same time. I want us to address a little topic, and it's something that's becoming very much. I'm most of my content is fitness based when it comes to TikTok. However, I do join a lot of polygamous lives. I do comment on a lot of polygamous couples stuff. Polygamy. I push polygamy because I am in on a poly relationship, right? Then, so I get a lot of these notifications or for you stuff, and on YouTube as well. I'm now on YouTube fully poly, anything poly or blended family, I am there. I get that a lot, as well as content for homesteading, because obviously for us, we have done a lot of homesteading. We still we have a garden, but we haven't gotten back our chickens and our rabbits and all of those other stuff. We're not there yet, because we are currently trying to get our feet steady as a family, so we can buy land where we want to settle, because we also don't know where we want to settle, to be honest, because our lives are all over the place. Well, my husband's lives all over the place. My sister wife stays over 1,000 kilometers from where we currently stay. I'm the only one with a 9-to-5 that is stable, so there's just a lot going on in our lives. That's why we haven't decided on where we're actually going to buy the land. So we're looking at buying land, but to be honest, we're not in a position where we can decide where we're going to settle down. So I digress a lot. But let me get back to where I'm going. That's also a bit of important information, because it's going to come in eventually somewhere. So I'm having a lot of, the dog is coming into the house now. Can you guys see? Go. Now I've got a dog problem. So that's the Chiquila home. There's a lot going on here. So nonetheless, guys, what I wanted us to talk about is that, let me get the beetroot. So I feel like I've got ADHD, because I get interrupted. Well, yeah, guys, let's not go there. I will be doing one thing, and then next thing I find myself doing something else. Nonetheless, what I wanted to talk about is we have a problem in the poly community. We have a problem where, but I think in general that is a problem where more and more unhappy people are starting to speak out about their experiences. And because more and more unhappy people are speaking out about their experiences, whether it be within a poly family, outside of a poly family, a lot of people will make judgments based on the negative things that are said. And the other day I found a very disturbing live that was happening. It was a bunch of divorcee women that were talking about poly families and how poly families are abused women, who basically us who are succeeding in polygamy and who are in their terms happy in polygamy are actually very unhappy. We're very jealous women, we're very pick me women. But you know what, I'm guessing if you guys go to social media, you'll find a lot of things that are being said about poly women. And I'm not gonna say that some of the things that they were saying were not true. There are poly relationships out there that are not very positive poly families, and where the woman should be leaving those relationships, but they don't. And this is the scariest thing of it all, is that these people are not leaving these relationships. They come in, they see the amount of red flags that are in the relationship, then they choose to stay. So you come into the relationship, you see the amount of red flags that the relationship has, but you choose to stay. And you choose to go through the process, and you choose to have yourself abused. You allow yourself to be abused, misused. You go through the process, because remember, it's not a 1 or 2 day process that you stay. You stay, okay? A lot of them say they mentally manipulated, or there's always a story. There's always a story that is coming, and I'm not saying your stories aren't valid, and I'm not saying your stories aren't to be listened to. I'm saying that when you listen to most of these stories, there were a bunch of red flags that these women saw. There were a bunch of red flags that these women experienced. And even before coming into polygamy, we already have a public opinion on how bad polygamy is. And a lot of women choose to stay. And within them choosing to stay, when they leave, they talk about how bad polygamy is, what a bad place polygamy is, how, man. And it's sad. It's sad. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying any of your feelings are not valid. Your experiences are not valid. But when these things are happening within the relationship, no one is speaking out. You just keep on enduring and enduring and enduring. Whereas polygamy is already one of those relationships that are being, people are already speaking ill about polygamy. And I don't know. I find it very hard to believe that at some point, let me rather not say it, because we're going to go in a wrong direction for this video. But my video, basically, what I want it to go to, what I want to point out the most about this thing is, I'm happy. I'm very happy that these women are speaking out. However, the people taking these stories and putting them in the front line are people who haven't even succeeded in monogamous relationships yet. Are people that have not, most of them are not even, or have never even been in a poly relationship. And my thing, okay, so guys, I'm going to say a lot right now. I'm going to say a lot. And I think a lot needs to be said when it comes to anything relating to poly families. Poly families are not perfect. In the same breath, monogamous relationships are not perfect. Poly families has their downside. Monogamous relationships has their downside. Blended families have their downside. And with that being said, you choose what works for you at the time. We are in a world where everyone has the freedom to choose whatever they want to choose, where they want to be. You want to be single, you've got the choice. You want to be with someone, you've got the choice. Everyone has the choice of where they want to be. But what is very wrong that is happening is that we are currently experiencing a blow. The blow that we are currently experiencing is the fact that monogamous people, or people in general who have never been in a poly relationship, are saying how bad polygamy is. And in order to substantiate what they are trying to say, they are going around, they look for people who have failed polygamy. Or in fact, most of the time I find that the people that are speaking out on polygamy is people that have not been chosen by polygamy. I'll tell you what I mean by that. I'm coming back to that point. But we need to find a way as positive family, poly families, to put ourselves out there. And not because we want to convince anyone to be polygamous. We don't care if people are not if people are polygamous, monogamous, whatever you are in. But it is a choice that we have made for ourselves and our families. We are not abused. In a poly family, there's a bunch of women that can give a man a very good beat down if we wanted to. We're very outspoken. I think some of our husbands will tell you a few things about our outspokenness. But us who actually make it in polygamy, who actually do endure in polygamy, who go through experiences that understand that it is a familial experience, we do go through successful moments. Now, chit chat with me. What I need you to understand within this chit chat that I'm having with you is that not everything is what you see it to be. You go into a polygamous relationship the same way you would go into a monogamous relationship, and that is open-minded. Your experiences might not be the best, and your experiences might not be the worst. You might have a life partner that will love you forever or eternity, however you structure it, or you might not. But polygamy is a relationship just like any other, nonetheless. Women in polygamy are being labeled as pick-me's. We are pushing the patriarchal system. We are, women are just coming for us lately. And I say this with great respect, that I'm not sure why you are coming for us. I'm not yet there, because I haven't had I've had some bad experiences in my poly relationship, but that has come more from outside forces. I've had fights with my husband about our polygamy relationship the same way we had fights about our monogamous relationship. A relationship is the same whether you have one partner or whether or not you've got 2 or 3 partners. Why are there so many flies? So, I'm going back to my point that I was saying. I digress. Like I said, I digress, guys. So you'll find me, I say a lot in one. Ultimately, where I'm going with this is, I'm not here to convince anyone that polygamy is a great place to be. But what I am here to convince you of is, give polygamous relationships or poly relationships a chance as you would give monogamous relationships. And when I talk about a chance, I'm not saying you jump in and get into one, but I'm saying when you meet a polygamous person, please don't bring us bad vibes. Don't tell us about, abuse, trauma. And I think for me, it's even more painful because I never had rejection problems from my dad. I was raised by my dad. I had rejection problems from my mom. So when I hear people say, polygamy, nine trauma zo dada, you've got daddy issues, it is the most shocking thing to me, because where by the time I was 1 year old, I was already being raised by my grandma because my mom was too busy with her life, enjoying her life, and my dad had to be the one who jumps out of work and come and fetch me because my mom would go and drop me off at my dad's door with his girlfriend because Yena, she wanted a weekend out. Do you see where I'm coming with this? Where I'm coming with this is not all of us in polygamy have trauma issues. Guys, stop wanting to be psychologists. You're not psychologists. Stop. There's no need to be psychologists. No need at all. We've got our own psychologists. Trust me, most of us in polygamous families go to psychologists, we go to therapists. We are us who are succeeding in polygamy, mentally, emotionally, physically, who are succeeding in all of those departments, do get a lot of psychological help. And not because we feel like we've got a huge amount of problems going on, but because we understand that we are building a family, but our family is not a normal 2-household family. So we need to take care of our mindsets, we need to take care of ourselves, we need to, and that's why I'm saying I can't speak for all poly families, but I'm just here because I'm feeling a wave coming in. I'm feeling a wave coming in where too many of our independent sisters are going through a point where they are trying to discredit any family. I am for family. I love family. I believe in family. I love family. I believe in family, and I think any family is an amazing family.